Hello, children of YouTube. This is J.W. Brawlin, or Jake. You don't know me. That's because this is my very first commentary, my very first video on YouTube ever. And I've been playing the Modern Warfare series ever since the first one, Modern Warfare 1. I believe it was Call of Duty 4. I find this game to be really interesting and addicting, and it's very exciting to play online against other people. I wasn't really doing anything special with it, so I figured why not make a YouTube channel and record my games and upload them to the internet. And so that's exactly what I'm going to do. And in this particular video, it's a ground war game of domination on the map Arcaden. I believe my final stats are 61 kills, 6 assists, and 3 deaths. Now, I do die within like the first minute twice, and I die at the very end of the game. That kind of sucks, but I do get my M.O.A.B, so it's not going to be a game of me just blowing people up with the AC-130 and killing people with Predator missiles. And no, I kill a lot of people with my gun, because you have to in order to get a M.O.A.B. But mainly I wanted to talk to you guys about your class setup, and what class setup I think is best to be successful in the game modes where you can get a lot of kills. The game modes like domination and kill confirmed and sabotage and headquarters. And this isn't really a class setup that I think will do well in search and destroy. There are definitely ones that'll do better, but you can try it if you want. I'm not making any guarantees. But anyway, let's get on with it. I'll be using the ACR with the proficiency attachments, and I'll have a silencer and extended mags on. I'll be using a bouncing Betty, a portable radar for my tactical and lethal equipment. I'll be using Scavenger Pro for my first perk, Hardline for my second perk, Hardline Pro, and Marksman Pro for my third perk. And my Death Streak, I'm pretty sure nobody really cares about it, so why talk about it? So anyway, the ACR, it's got to be one of the best guns in the game, and it's probably the most user-friendly gun in the game too. It doesn't have that much recoil. It's fairly powerful, actually. It's probably one of the most powerful assault rifles you can use, and I'm not sure about the rate of fire. I never really pay attention to that. But if you're having trouble with accuracy and recoil on the gun you're using, I definitely recommend switching to the ACR, because it has virtually no recoil if you set it up right, and if you mess around with the proficiencies, you'll get it eventually to where you can use it in any game mode and be successful in any game mode. But I personally like extended mags and a silencer. One, because with the silencer you stay off the radar, and with extended mags you don't run out of ammo when you're trying to kill 2 or 3 people at a time. As you just saw, I got a triple kill on the people trying to get Bravo. If I wouldn't have had extended mags, I probably would have ran out of ammo and had to reload, and the guy would have either captured Bravo or killed me. Or, you know, I might have got lucky and reloaded and killed him, but I doubt it. So, extended mags is really helpful when you see a group of people at one time, and I tend to see them all the time in groups, so I pretty much have it on all my guns that I use. But my perks, let's talk about the perks. Scavenger Pro, if you are trying to get high point streaks like an AC-130 or a Pavlo or an Osprey Chopper Gunner or Juggernaut, just any of the high ones, you really need to use Scavenger Pro, because if you are a person who likes sleight of hand because you reload faster, you can try that, but I don't think it'll be very successful, because eventually you're going to run out of ammo, and eventually you're going to have to run out and pick up some stupid guy's gun with his stupid attachments and his stupid proficiency, and you're going to have to hope you can use that gun to keep your kill streaks alive. But with Scavenger, you don't have to do that. You get to use your gun the whole time. You start off with like 1 billion bullets, and you ultimately get your point streaks a lot easier than if you have to run around picking up other people's guns. So I definitely recommend Scavenger Pro. It's one of my favorite perks in the game, so slap it on there and try it out. And then for your second perk, I also recommend Hardline, because who doesn't love getting one less kill to get to your kill streaks? I mean, who wouldn't? And when you get a Pro, It's extremely effective because I get a lot of assists, and I only get 6 this game, but for every 2 you get with Hardline Pro, it counts as a mark on your point streak. So I get 6 this game, so I get 3 marks on my point streak, which definitely help, and it helps me get to my chopper and my AC. And for your third perk, I really don't recommend anything. Just use whatever you want. I personally like Marksman and Stalker, but in this gameplay I'll be using Marksman. It basically lets you see the red name above the enemy head from a lot farther away, and a lot of times you won't even see the enemy. You'll just see their name pop up so you know where they're at. Like, it's extremely effective on maps like Village or Bakara, where there's a lot of trees and weeds and bushes and debris floating around, where it's kind of hard to see. It'll get you a couple more kills. Like, you'll just be standing there, you'll see a name pop up in a bush, and you just start shooting it, and you get a kill, and you never even saw the guy. So that's why I use Marksman. And then Stalker, I use Stalker on my rushing classes, because when you move faster while you're aiming down sights, it always helps. It helps you get away when you're trying to shoot somebody and get to cover at the same time. And when you get it pro, it stops you from getting blown up by bouncing betties and claymores, and it's extremely helpful. But one of the main things I recommend is the portable radar for your tactical equipment. I don't know if you can see it on my mini-map up there, but it's a little mini radar that pulsates a little ring that if anybody's inside it, they'll show up on your UAV. Anybody will show up on there except for people with Assassin, and I'll admit it gets pretty frustrating when you die from somebody with Assassin when you have a radar and they come from there, because you're expecting to see them and you don't see them, and then they kill you and catch you off guard. So that kind of sucks, but it definitely is worth using. I like it a lot better than flash and stun grenades and jammers and all that stuff. It's really helpful. And for your lethal equipment slot, just use whatever. I use a bouncing Betty because I get about a kill with it for every like 5 I throw down. Like, it's no big deal. Grenades are probably more helpful for some people, but I like to use a bouncing Betty where it can watch my back for a little bit. But alright, so you have my class set up, and that's what I like to use, but I want to take a minute to talk about helping me out. We need all the subscribers we can get, so if you could just subscribe and even like the video, or even dislike it if you didn't like it, but leave comments in the leave comments telling us why you liked it or why you didn't like it, and just subscribe and help us. We have a lot of great videos that are going to be coming. We'll have gameplays from 3 or 4 different players, and we'll just write in the comments what you want to see from us and what we can do better, and just help us out. So the video's almost over, and I guess I'll let you go. This is J3RK. Please subscribe, please like or dislike. I'll see you in my next video, YouTube. Bye!